Okay, the other game.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. And my theory is playoff Patrick Mahomes is better than regular season Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And he rises to. We're going to. This is going to be his career. We're going to take him for granted in the regular season, and then playoff Pat is going to show up, and we're going to be like, oh, where was that guy been? And he's going to be as incredible as he ever is when the season is riding on the outcome of one game.
Yes. No, I know. But let's not make sure you make him sound like he sucked in the regular season or something, okay?
He didn't know, but he's
I'm
clearly
joking.
better.
You're right.
He's clearly better in the postseason.
You're right. There's it's like Kansas City. I don't know. It's just them. They seem to focus in a little bit more. But that game, the offense for Kansas City, Mike, I mean, it's kind of what we saw on TV and we talked about yesterday. Just when you watch back that film, you just go, when they play like that and attack that way, and then he's able to be patient, right, and go, okay, I'm not going to force the ball. You want to play these soft zone coverages. Here's Kelsey underneath for 6, and now he runs for 10. You know, here's McCole Hardman underneath, and he runs for 8 more yards. You know, that's when they become unstoppable. And Andy and the offense, Mike, I mean, it was just an onslaught of movement, formations, a lot of different ways to throw the football, and then to the point you just made, the man he doesn't really miss any throws. I mean, he just doesn't miss any throws. Oh, you're going to take away the big play from us this game? I'm only going to get one chance to throw the ball down the field. It was the first third down of the game. He threw a strike on the post corner to Hill, right? He dropped it, but it just shows you their versatility. Oh, we can't make big plays this week? No big deal. I'll just dink and dunk your butts all day long. And what I love about it, Mike, is they don't call dink and dunk plays. Andy Reid's figured out how to stress people out where he sends, Tyreek Hill deep. And now it's, one of the other receivers in the mid-range, and Travis Kelce's the underneath guy. So now you're going, whoa, they're way deep, and he's, of course, looking deep, thinking to throw deep, and now he throws an underneath route, and that gets 8 or 9 yards, and they're so dangerous and unstoppable that way on the offensive side of the ball.
And I think part of it, too, is the regular season mentality of the opposing defense is, hey, this is our chance to go show what we can do against Patrick Mahomes. Maybe there's a little looseness, maybe a greater commitment to creativity. You're going to take chances. When your season's riding on it, I think knowing that Mahomes and company are up next, it can maybe be a little more restricting and nerve-wracking than it is in the regular season. Because in the regular season, got a game the next week. Win or lose, we move on. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I got the question yesterday, what happened to our boy Blue?
Right.
What did you see? Did he have a bad day, or was it the Chiefs' defense is better than we give him credit for?
No, that's the story of the game, I think, is the Chiefs' defense and their performance. I mean, we know Mahomes and Hill and Kelsey are awesome, right? We know that. That's great. But the defense, again, just another thing, Mike, we say it every week. Oh, I don't know. Can they stop this passing game? And Josh Allen and all that. Oh, that's right. They stopped it. Spagnuolo is incredibly creative. Like we talk about, the Packers-Bucks game, the Kansas City Chiefs D-line whooped the crap out of the Bills' offensive line. There's just no other way to say that. And they did a good job of kind of taking away lanes for Allen, for the most part, to be able to run up to and then get on the outside and do things like that. For the most part of the day, they made him escape up and outside. And then that allowed Frank Clark and the other guys to chase him down to where he couldn't set up and regain himself to throw a laser somewhere in the field. But Spagnuolo and Mike, the way he calls plays, they're one of the most deceptive pre-snap defenses in football, showing you one thing and then they snap the ball and it's another thing. He's got a great, creative, timely blitzes. And the biggest thing, Mike, more than anything, is when they played man-to-man and just rushed the front four, Buffalo couldn't separate. Buffalo could not separate. And Kansas City's DBs have been really good down the stretch of the season. They're healthy, and, man, they were all over those guys.
And the one thing about showing you one thing and doing something else, you better have defensive players who are sufficiently skillful to get to where they would have been.
Definitely.
If the look had meshed with what actually happened, because that's why you do it. You get in position to do a certain thing, and then you got to sprint over here because that's where you were going to be if you were showing the true look. So they got guys. You talked about the secondary yesterday. Underrated and underappreciated secondary led by our guy Tyrann Mathieu. Hey, we got a long way to go before we make our pick
Right.
in Super Bowl 55. And for me, the knee-jerk is, hey, I picked the Buccaneers to win the Super Bowl before the season began, so I have to pick them. But you know what? I thought they'd be facing the Patriots, not the Chiefs. It's a different analysis when you're facing the Chiefs.
It is.
And I think about that Chiefs team when they're firing all cylinders and they're in a team in the NFL that can beat them. We talked about it yesterday. There was never a moment after the Chiefs took the lead down from 9-0, up 14-9. There was never an instant, never a second where I thought the Bills are going to win this game.
He had
It's just a question of what's the final score.
They had the 9-0, and they had to go for it on 4th down on that first drive when they were going down to get 7 points. That was the only, okay, are they going to make it on this play? Oh, they got it. All right. Yep, they're good. All right, see you later. But Mike, I mean, yes, I'm picking the Chiefs. I'm not picking, like I've said all year, I'm not picking against the Chiefs until I start seeing them lose in these type of games. I can't go against them. So that's not going to happen. But the little crack in the door, no Eric Fisher. Doesn't sound like Mitchell Schwartz is going to be back. That D-line we just talked about, who ran over the Packers O-line, Vita Vea's back. That, to me, will be the game. That is going to be, I almost look at it like it's like, 2007 Patriots and Brady, vice versa here. All week, that's all the Bucs D-line's going to hear. We can't win this game unless you get to Mahomes. We can't win this game unless you get – they're going to be foaming out the mouth when the game starts. And who can handle that, that rush better is going to be a big part of the game for me.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.